Well, hello everybody, this is Bruce. It's April 15th, Tuesday. And I wanted to make videos of the, first of all, of the ILS approach at KIKK, because I failed at that with my KIKK night flight.
Contact Chicago, approach
And
133.5.
I figured out how I failed at that.
Chicago, approach 133.5. Loaded 5170.
Mute the chatter a second. And so I actually incorporated the steps for setting up the ILS approach into the checklist now. So I'll have all the steps there. But today I cannot fly that ILS approach into runway 4 because of the wind. Extremely high winds today at 310 degrees, 17 to 25 knots. I really shouldn't be flying, but we'll do it anyway. So there'll be a strong crosswind from the left. So I set up my rudder trim 4 clicks to the left. We'll see if that helps me with the takeoff. And so we'll see what kind of approach the ATC gives me, but based on what I saw in my the flight plan that they set up, I think they're going to have me approach the RNAV approach into runway 34. So we'll find out what happens when we're heading back down this way. And I just did my flight control check. And let's see, rudder trim flaps. We need flaps. There we go. I already set up my elevator trim. Radios, avionics, annunciator lights, pitot heat on, boost pumps on, gears down. Let's switch from taxi lights to landing lights, strobe lights on. Alright, that looks good. Let's see here. Okay, takeoff. The usual takeoff, rotated 60 knots. Climb 85 initially, get the flaps and gear up. We'll get autopilot on. And fuel boost pump switch off. I can do that. And if we can zoom out on this to take a look at traffic in the area. No, this one doesn't show traffic. If we zoom out on this map, it'll show traffic, I think. Yeah, there's local traffic. There's nothing landing on my runway, so let's go. Alright, let's see what happens. Whoa! My left wing was getting pushed up. Okay, let's get in the air. Whoa! Me oh my. Gear up. Whew. Flaps up. boost pumps off. Whew. Alright, we're ready for nav and altitude. I am flying at 3,000 feet, so we'll get there pretty quick. Speed's around 85 knots. Let's see, what else? I think we'll center the rudder trim. There we go. Now that we're in the air, we're almost at 3,000 feet. Okay, let's put our prop RPM to 2,400. That's pretty close. And let's let our speed come up. Okay. Then we'll take a look outside. Alright. Let's get down to like 30 inches. Okay. Let's take a look outside. Oh, let's get the COM 1 back up. Climb and maintain 3,000. Altimeter 3000. Oh boy, let's pause this a minute. We're at 3001. 0. There we go.
650, outside.
Let's take a look outside.
6450, continue approach.
Looking pretty good.
Continue approach. 6450.
Orbit 1813. Contact Chicago, approach 128.2.
128.2. Orbit 1813.
You can see how much of a crosswind there is.
7 degrees at 33 knots. Clear to land. Runway 26.
Clear to land.
Always
26.
pushing us on the left side.
American Pacific 481 knots. Fly heading 055. Descend 10,000. Fly heading 055. Descend 10,000.
Let's see, what else? Mixture will leave rich.
Pacific at 8237. Established on pilot trail.
Pacific at 8237. Continue
Cruise
approach.
climb.
Continue.
Cruise.
8237.
Alright, well, we're in autopilot. We don't have to worry about rudder trim. Fuel tank selector, don't need to worry about that. Alright, we'll worry about descent later. So,
American Pacific 481 knots. Continue descent 2,500. Continue descent 2,500. American Pacific 481.
a little hazy out there. I want to fly two approaches, the ILS to runway 4 and this one, the RNAV approach. So,
Report destination. Pacific at 8237.
Order 6430. Fly heading 930.
try to keep them
Descend 2,000.
as one-part videos,
Fly heading 930.
30 minutes
Ready
each.
to Loaded 6030.
Nothing much to look at. Alright, here's C-56 Bolt Field in Moni, Illinois. Making a turn here pretty quick. Well, I had the flight plan in FS HUD set up for an approach to runway 22, but I think FS HUD wants me to approach RNAV runway 34, so we'll see. And here's the railroad tracks and road. I live about here. Here's I-57. Goes down to KIKK. See how things are looking inside here. Knots or so. Everything looks in the green here. Uh-oh.
Approach runway 04.
Hey, ILS approach runway 4.
Approach runway 04. Level Papa 49.
Excellent. I get to show you the ILS approach.
I'm ready to descend and maintain 1,900.
All right, here we go.
Ready to descend and maintain 1,900. Level Papa 49.
Let's see what happens here.
Level Papa 49, turn left heading 210.
All right, it's giving me commands for the heading.
Left heading 210. Level Papa 49.
Okay. Oh, come on. All right, Bruce. Let's grab this. There we go. So, let's see. 210. 210. Heading. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we can grab my trusty checklist. And slow down to yeah, that's good for now. And let's see. I won't worry about descending to 1900 yet. Nothing really to do when I do it. But here's what I added. We need to follow all these steps, and I'll tell you which one I screwed up in my video. So let's see. First, let's do this. Procedure. Approach.
American Pacific
ILS runway 4.
fly heading 070.
Load the approach.
Descend and maintain 2,200.
So,
Fly heading 070. Descend and maintain 2,200.
flying towards Eon, and then here's the rest of the flight plan.
American Pacific 4811. Fly heading 050. Clear ILS approach runway 02 left. Report established on runway left.
And,
Fly heading 050. Clear ILS approach report established on runway left. American Pacific 0811.
let's see, we bypassed Eon. I guess we're gonna head directly to
American Pacific
Seaway.
4811. Contact Chicago approach 133.5.
So let's,
Chicago approach 123.5. American Pacific 0811.
let's go down.
3233, fly heading 335. Clear visual approach runway 29. Report runway in sight. Fly
Seaway.
heading 335. Clear visual approach report runway in sight. 3233.
Activate.
American Pacific 7475. Contact Chicago approach 133.625.
And then
133.625. American Pacific 7475.
no changes there. Seaway will be 2,300 feet for now, so let's go ahead and load that in. And then we'll continue this ILS steps here. Let's see, let's get down to 2,300. Oops. 2,300. Okay. And then, what else do we got? Let's just follow this.
3233, wind 316 degrees at 31 knots. Clear to land. Runway
210, that hasn't changed. Okay.
Clear to land 29.
Heading, press heading, update heading,
50, descend 10,000.
verify correct standby nav 1. So, since this is the GTN 750 set up for the ILS runway 4, it has set up the nav 1 localizer frequency to 108.7, which we can verify right here. But it put it in the standby frequency, which is normal. And this is what I did not do in my previous video. I didn't swap it into the active nav 1 frequency, so it didn't have any frequency to follow for the localizer. Huge screw up. Correct standby, yeah. Localizer frequency and swap to active frequency. Alright, well, we can swap it. Right now it's still on GPS. Alright, now it's on nav. Let's see if this works.
Level Papa 490, turn right heading
230. Right, heading 230. Looks like we're still heading out to Seaway. And then we've got to change this as well. Maybe that's why I can't swap here yet. This is not good. I've got to get 108.7 over here and it ain't working. Okay, we're on heading. Okay. Let's switch this. Nav 1. It doesn't know what to do because I haven't swapped this yet. Oh, here's the button. Oh, Bruce. Whew. You can see how our localizer changed. Oh, man. I'm doing all right. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. 230.
350. I'm ready to send 1,800.
Okay, so we did that. We swapped the frequency to the active frequency. When cleared for the approach, change nav GPS to nav. Well, I already switched it. Switch HSI to nav 1. I did that. Set course to runway heading. That I didn't do. Runway heading. Here's the course. We got to get this arrow to be for runway heading. Whoa. Runway 4. Works for me. And to approach mode when they tell me, when they give me the green light for the approach. Okay. All right. Now we're truly set up for the localizer, which will also give me the glide slope here.
American Pacific 2971. Descend and make
Beautiful.
1,000.
230.
American Pacific 2971.
Still doing all right. It has us heading out here. That's okay. It does plan on getting us through Seaway, I guess. Lots of turbulence. see what the I guess I won't look at the
Level
wind.
Papa 49er. Turn right heading 245.
Alright.
Right heading 245. Level Papa 49er.
2458. Don't do that. Okay. Bruce, are you gonna make life? 245. 245. There we go. Yumping Yiminy.
2158. Expect visual approach runway 27. Expect visual approach runway 27. 2158. 2158. Be ready to send 1000.
Well, this already jumped ahead to Luco. I don't think that'll mess us up.
2158.
We'll have to get down to 1900 feet when we're past Seaway. That'll be our last transition altitude. I think I'm gonna have a tough time landing. Alright, we're done with this ILS information. Just gotta remember the swap button is here. Knucklehead.
Level Papa 49er. Turn right heading 260.
260.
Right heading 260. Level Papa 49er.
260. Where's it gonna get me now? 260. Alright.
American Pacific 5820. Fly heading 020. Descend 10,000.
Still got me going out this way
Descend 10,000. American Pacific 5820.
for whatever reason. Traffic or something? I don't know.
Level Papa 49er. Turn right heading 275.
275, that's even further
Right heading
west.
275. Level Papa 49er.
275. This is crazy. What are we doing going out here? 275. Wrong way.
Level Papa 49er. Turn right heading 290.
This is interesting.
Right heading 290. Level Papa 49er.
290. This is pretty crazy. I don't know where we're going.
Level Papa 49er. Turn left heading 135.
Turn left heading 135. Well, that's better. Coming all the way back around again. Don't know why we're making this big circle, but 135.
Left heading 135. Level Papa 49er.
Alright, let's do it.
90780. Turn left heading 235. Descend 4000. Left heading 235. Descend 4000. 90780. 7410 westbound. Wide direct turn on Lake India. Descend 4000.
Oh, there's a lot of gusting wind out there.
Direct turn on Lake India. Descend 4000. 7410.
Report established on localizer.
Okay, here we go. This is where we're going to switch to approach mode. Turn left heading 095. 095. Cleared ILS approach runway 4. Report established on localizer. Alright, here we go. We also need to get my... we can wait to lower my altitude to 1900. Alright, here we go.
Left heading 095. Cleared ILS approach report established on localizer. Level Papa 490.
Here we go.
90780. Contact Champagne approach 121.35.
Approach mode.
Champagne approach 121.35. 90780.
Across Seaway, we'll get down to 1900. Gotta slow down anyway, get into the green area. Should go down to 140 for flaps, I think. 110 for gear down. Okay, hey, here's our glide slope marker. Beautiful. Alright, let's get this thing set up for 1900 right there. And slow down to 15 maybe.
Orbit 6287. Turn left heading 250. Descend and maintain 1900.
Okay, here we go.
Left heading 250.
See, it says 1900 right here.
Orbit 6287.
Orbit 3762. Descend 14,000.
Alright, what do we got?
Descend 4,000. Orbit
Lights.
762.
That's okay. Landing gear. Extend below 140. Where are we at?
Pacifica 5450. Turn right heading 095. Right heading 095. Pacifica 5450.
Flaps.
Pacifica 5450. Contact
Low
Chicago
110.
625.
Alright, let's put the gear down.
Pacifica 5450.
Beautiful localizers coming in. Sweet. I'll have to control my pitch and throttle manually, but I don't need to do that till the glide slope gets centered right here.
American Pacific 5820. Continue descent 2,500.
Okay, what else we got?
Continue descent 2,500.
Boost pumps on.
5820.
Let's see, landing gear, boost pumps on, fuel selector's fine, flaps. Hey, speed up.
Orbit 3762. Continue descending 2,000.
Hey, wrong button.
Continue descent 2,000. Orbit 3762.
Flaps 1. We want to maintain about 75 knots. What else we got? Elevator trim, rudder trim. Well, you can see how much I'm crabbing here. So the wind is coming from the left. So I got to do like full left rudder when I turn off the autopilot, which I'm going to try to wait until I'm really close to the runway. There's too much crosswind. Alright, gear down, pitot heat. What else? Boost pumps. That'll work.
Contact Chicago, coach 133.625. Orbit 6257.
Flaps 2. Glide slope hasn't started yet for our descent. We're still 3 miles out. Alright.
Level Pop 49 established on localizer.
Yep.
Bravo Papa 49, continue approach.
Here's the
Continue
runway.
approach. Level Papa 49.
We're still below the glide slope. It's angling downwards. When this starts dropping,
Vertical track.
top of descent, 1 minute.
Orbit 5764, fly heading 055. Descend 2,500.
Fly heading 055.
Alright,
2,500.
this will keep us on the localizer. You can see we got a white dot here. Glide slope's dropping. Beautiful.
Orbit 7803, continue descent 12,000.
Last full flaps now.
Continue descent 12,000. Orbit 7003.
It's time to
Orbit 6287, turn left heading 225.
Left heading 225. Orbit 6287.
Bravo Papa 49, with 313 degrees.
wow, that's loud.
Clear to land 04.
Clear to land 04. Level Papa 49.
Okay, we're doing beautiful. We got the glide slope centered.
Continue descent 2,200. Orbit 3762. Orbit 6287. Turn right heading 315.
Got to get throttle up here.
Right 315. Orbit 6287.
Get it centered again. There we go. You can see we got 2 red, 2 white out there. Jeez! Look at how much we're crabbing to try to stay in line with the runway. This is crazy. I don't know how I'm supposed to get on the ground. Okay, I had to throttle down again to get the glide slope centered again. There we go. Alright. Oh boy, this is brutal. Speed up again. Come on, Bruce, pay attention. Definitely want to get over the treetops. Oh, mama! Oh, this is crazy. Okay.
American Pacific 2971.
Not paying attention again. Gotta slow way down.
Right heading 040.
Okay, there we go.
American Pacific 2971.
Speed up. Speed up.
American Pacific 2971.
Slow down.
Continue descent 3000.
Slow down. Slow down.
Continue descent 3000. American Pacific 2971.
Orbit 6287. Turn left heading 230.
Left
Come
heading
on.
230. Orbit 6287.
Orbit 6287. Turn right heading 035. Cleared ILS approach runway 05.
Here we go.
Report established on local
Full
line.
left rudder. Now.
Right heading 035.
Not
Cleared
even.
ILS approach report established
Oh
on local line.
man, look at
Orbit
this.
6287.
49er70. Right heading 315. Cleared visual approach runway 26. Report runway in sight.
Come on, Bruce.
Right heading
Get your wing up. There you
Cleared
go.
visual approach report.
Whoa.
49er70.
Wow, mama. I can't even stay on the runway. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. What wind.
5371. Speed 180.
Let's get off the
Speed
runway.
180.
I don't know how I survived that landing.
American Pacific 29er71.
Flat out
Continue
nuts.
descent 2000.
There's no way I should have been
Continue
flying
descent
today.
2000. American Pacific 29er70.
Well, that's what makes it interesting.
49er70. Runway in sight.
Okay, let's turn this chatter off. Map. There we go. Let's see. We can switch off the strobe. Switch off landing, turn on taxi, switch off boost pumps, switch off pitot heat. That's probably it. Flaps up. There we go. Then just got shut down. All right. Well, if you don't need to see me taxi to the parking spot. Okay, there's my speed now. You can stop here. I hope you found that interesting. I'm so glad I figured out the ILS approach settings. That was nuts. Alright, slow down, Bruce. Yikes, look at that windsock. The windsock is straight out. Oh, mama. That is nuts. As I'm all over the taxiway. No other planes out there. am I going? Here we go. Daydreaming. I think I was supposed to park at that one. Oh well. That's it. Mixture down. Prop RPM down. Don't need this. Fuel selector off. Brakes on. All lights off. Ignition off. Avionics off. Alternator off. Huh. How'd those already get off? Batteries, that's why this one did. Well, I hope you found that interesting. That was one of the craziest landings I've ever had to do. That's it for now.